Your wife's kid has no right calling us grandma and grandpa, my mom said to my 14-year-old stepdaughter on Christmas, right in front of everyone. My 8-year-old son stood up, walked over, and said something that made the room go silent. I've been raising Sophie for 10 years since she was 4 when her biological dad abandoned her. Met her mom Jen in the ER after getting electrocuted at work. Fell for both of them when Sophie looked at me in a diner and said, "Pancakes with smiley faces, but the syrup has to be warm." Married Jen a year later. When Carter was born, Sophie was 7, already singing him to sleep with songs she made up. But my parents Richard and Linda never accepted Sophie. Not hateful, just indifferent, like she was a house guest who'd overstayed her welcome. The pattern started early. Sophie's first Christmas with us, dollar store coloring book, while my nephew got a remote control car. Her 6th birthday, they forgot entirely. Her elementary graduation, they skipped it for golf. Sophie's 10th birthday, a used book with someone else's name inside. Carter's 7th that same year, a new bicycle. Every family dinner, mom fussed over Carter while Sophie got polite nods. For 10 years, I watched and made excuses. They just need time. Last Christmas, the gift piles under their tree told the story. Left side 3 times taller than the right. Carter opened his first, brand new gaming console, at least $400. "You deserve a reward," Dad said warmly. Sophie's turn, one small box. Inside, a clearance sweater with the $12 sticker still on. She'd spent 2 months teaching herself to knit so she could make my mom a scarf. After gifts, Sophie pulled out her package, wrapped in newspaper, tied with ribbon from her art supply. "Grandma, I made this for you." Mom took it like accepting a flyer to throw away. Opened it. Blue knitted scarf. Stitches uneven, but beautiful. Sophie had worked on it every night for 2 months. Mom looked at it for 5 seconds. Put it down on the coffee table. "That's sweet." Then turned to my brother. "Tell us about your business venture." Sophie quietly asked if Grandma would try on the scarf. Mom turned with actual hostility. "Your wife's kid doesn't have the right to call us Grandma and Grandpa." She looked at me. "I only have one grandson." The room went silent. Sophie went pale. Jen's hand went to her mouth. Then Carter, my 8-year-old, put down his controller, walked to Sophie, looked at his grandmother and said, "If Sophie's not your granddaughter, then I'm not your grandson." He took Sophie's hand. "Come on, we're going home." "Blake, don't be dramatic," Mom said. "She's not blood family." "Should I divorce Jen because she's not blood?" I asked. "The girl is just a kid I've raised since she was 4. Just a kid who made a gift for someone who won't even look at her. We've been nothing but kind." "Kind?" Jen's voice shook. "You gave her a $12 sweater while Carter got $400. You've been tolerating her not being kind. We're leaving, and we're not coming back." Carter held Sophie's hand the entire drive home. The next morning, I made a decision 8 years overdue. For 8 years, I'd been sending my parents $1,200 every month, covering their mortgage, utilities, insurance. They'd been struggling since retirement, kept bailing out my brother's failed startups. That's $115,200 total. Money that could have gone to Sophie's college fund. I canceled the transfer, blocked their numbers. 3 days later, Dad showed up. "Sophie's not your daughter, not legally. I've changed her diapers, been to every parent-teacher conference, taught her to ride a bike, so you can take your not legally and get off my property." Mom posted on social media, "Ungrateful son, abandoning elderly parents." I posted one photo, the blue scarf with uneven stitching. Caption, "My 14-year-old taught herself to knit for 2 months to make this for Grandma." That woman said, "Your wife's kid doesn't have the right to call us Grandma." Nothing more to explain. Mom took down her post within 24 hours. 2 weeks later, I got a letter from Aunt Margaret, my dad's wealthy sister who my parents hated. She'd read everything online. Her letter, "The portion of my estate planned for Richard will now go into a trust fund for your children. Both of them. Tell Sophie she's blood family no matter what anyone says. I'd love to receive that scarf if she still wants to give it." Without my $1,200 monthly payments, my parents couldn't make their mortgage. They had to sell the house and move into a small apartment. That was the price for refusing to love a child for 10 years. A year later, Margaret sent a photo from Switzerland wearing the blue knitted scarf. Sophie smiled. The first genuine smile since that Christmas night.